thanks to the brutal bristleback. The brutal back. Okay. And if you notice, my recording is different. I'm actually using a headset and whatnot. Just turn on. But yeah, I'm using a headset and whatnot. Oh yeah, and a headset mic thing. So yeah, there isn't a built-in mic into the thing. Okay, I'm gonna alt-tab out for a second to make sure I'm actually recording. Because it'll be fucking kicking the teeth if I wasn't. Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. The way I have the recording set up, I can alt-tab out as much as I want. You will see nothing, thankfully. Some games, though, I have to record the desktop, and as such, I can't alt-tab out like that. But if the game gets auto-detected, then it's fine. It's hunky-dory. But things like Serious Sam 3 BFE, which I will be let's playing at some stage, I have to full screen it. Same with StarCraft and whatnot. More trials lay ahead, Hunren. I hope you are prepared.
Very well.
It is my role to test young initiates on the ways of the hunt, and that hasn't changed. Today, the quillboar are our prey. Rite of courage. One of the first lessons you should learn, Hunren, is to never underestimate your prey. While we were distracted by the attack on Kamrache, more of the bristlebacks swept in unnoticed, and stole a cache for rifles. Now, you can see them to the south now, filling the air with lead. This is your rite of courage. Brave the hail of gunfire, and hunt the bristleback gun thieves, and bring back our rifles. Recover 7 stolen rifles. Alright? Stop the torn collars. Knowing the ways of your prey is another aspect of the hunt. In the lands they come from, quillboar live in the shade and protection of huge thorned roots. When they move, the shamans seed and grow new roots for them to live in. These thorns mar the land and choke out our life, turning the earth around them barren. Go to the south and stop these torn cores before they have a chance to continue.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Just a moment ago, a messenger was looking for you, Hunren. I believe she was sent by a hunter trainer, Lanka. If this note is from Lanka, I wouldn't take long in reading its contents. Mighty warriors defend our home. Our shamans guide our spirits and show us our ancestors' path, and our druids help us discover our murder's will. But you are one of our hunters, and our hunters learn many aspects of those roles and blend them together. You will find you represent the heart of our people. Some of our tribe will look to you for guidance, some for protection. It's my duty to ensure you are prepared for that. Seek me out. I'll do that eventually. To be honest, you don't really get much from going to the trainers anymore, because you learn your new abilities as you level. In the past, you had to go to trainers to learn your skills. When I get onto the Draenei Let's Play, onto the Draenei's, I'll actually be able to show you one of the screens. They forgot to remove it from characters on Blood Mist. If you want to go see it yourself, I'll point out where it is. Up here is Bloodwatch. Go there and talk to if you're Paladin only. I'm sorry if you're. I don't think it's true for anyone else. I haven't checked though. But if you're Paladin, go there and talk with the trainers. You'll find 3 people sitting, standing together around the thing. They're called, I believe they have a title, the Triumvirate. It's one of them. One of them's a Paladin trainer. Oh, I really braved the gunfire. They don't know how to use them, so quite dangerous. Okay, I think it did shoot one of the things. Yeah, it actually did shoot me, but it did like 2 damage to my 210. So it's not very dangerous. Ooh, got a red pouch. Nice. Considering I may be playing these characters for longer than 10 levels, this stuff will come in handy. Most non-aggressive invaders ever. And you know, I could understand the Torn Callers being non-aggressive just because, you know, they're busy summoning up the Torrents. They're probably expecting the gun thieves to be the ones protecting them. Tell me how the sound balance is, by the way. Then again, I just realized by the time I get to upload this, it's I'm gonna be a good few episodes in. I'm probably gonna be done this. Still, I suppose, let me know on the sound bounce. Ooh, nice, steady shot. This regens focus. Yeah, usable while moving. Doesn't say for that, but it's an instant cast, so yeah. Okay, that just makes me think of Diablo. The writing that popped up there, the reach level 3 and whatnot. Actually, I have more Diablo episodes to edit on my Mac. Sadly, I had to put my Mac just to one side because the table I'm currently using couldn't hold it. So I'm gonna have to leave those episodes where they are. Same with XCOM Enemy Within and whatnot. Which it's a major disappointment because I could, mass produce them if I wanted. I sit down for 8 hours, for example. Let's say I sit down for 8 hours of recording. Moment I'm done, the episodes are ready to upload. I just need to name them, and that's it. Like, I've been mass producing episodes recently. I will sit down and for 2 nights, maybe 3 in a row, and record, and then I upload 50 episodes, in total. From 2 different series. I've been recording Overlord and StarCraft. And yeah, I'll just mass upload. It's brilliant.
Peace, friend.
Rite of Courage. How many have you brought me, Initiate? Well done, Hunren. Respect your prey and the danger it carries, but never fear it. In fear, you become prey yourself. Robert Chaser's leggings. I'll take them. Well, with the corruptor slain, the Earthmortar will mend her own wounds in due time. The roots are not meant to thrive here, and will wither. Bounce. Will return. Ooh. 2 more quests. The battle boars. There are more threats to be dealt with here. The bristleback are taming wild boars to be used against us. These armoured battle boars have been abused beyond hope of recovery. They must be put down for our safety and their peace. Go to the pens to the south and slay them, Hunren. Return to me afterwards. Feed of evil. We must do more than simply hunt boars here. The eyesore that has been left upon the land must be purged. To give them a wild thirst for blood, the battle boars are force-fed raw flesh. Take this torch and use it to burn the troughs of meat and gore to cinders.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
For whatever reason, I thought that I had to turn in a quest to the other guy. It's probably because I got the etched note off him. Oh, should have, for those who are new to WoW, each race has its own unique things. General, like racial abilities. Like, for example, the Tauren have a War Stomp. Only they have it. It's a stuns up to 5 enemies within 8 yards for 2 seconds. And it takes a 0.5 seconds of a cast. So, like, less than a second, it takes to cast it. It has a cooldown of 1.5 minutes. If you don't know what cooldown means, it basically means you can only use, if you use it, you have to wait 1.5 minutes, so 1 minute 30 seconds, till you can use it again. Brawn is a racial passive of the Tauren, these bull people, which increases critical strike bonus damage, and healing is increased by 2. Basically, if you get lucky, an attack or healing could crit, meaning it will do more damage or healing depending than normal. And so this just means it will do 2% more than it would for someone else, or 2% more than it would without this bonus, without this racial passive. Tauren by default have a higher herbalism skill, but you can't just within the game there's professions. Herbalism is one of them, and you can only have 2 main professions. There's some side secondary professions, you can have all of them, and 2 primary professions. Herbalism is one of the primary ones, and even if you're a Tauren and you don't have it doesn't matter. If you don't have herbalism, you can't pick herbs, even with this increase to it. you have to actually get herbalism to pick the herbs, pick herbs and whatnot. But if you do pick it, you have 15 points higher than normal, and you gather herbs faster than other herbalists. You have 3 extra stamina points, which stamina increases your health, and this scales with your level. So the higher level you are, the more stamina you get. You can also increase your health other ways. You get like you can get stamina from your armor, and when you level up, I think you get some stamina points depending on your class. Oh, and they've also nature resistance. So if an enemy does a damage, it hits them with an ability that does nature damage, they'll take 1% less. Drain Knife, for example, another faction race I've told you about, they have a heal by default. Oh, fuck! They just lit the battle boards on fire. Damn. Yeah, they have a heal by default. No matter what they are, they just have a they have a heal spell. They don't need to be a paladin or a priest. The classes typically with healing abilities, they just have to be a Draenei, and they have one. It's very handy. It saved my ass on a few occasions. Okay. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that died quickly. My Tall Strider is not taking any shit. Like, seriously. It's a good birdie. Oh yeah, that's one they killed. It is finishing this battle boar off. Like, it doesn't care if it's on fire, it's killing it. For a moment I thought this was a table or something. Okay. Alright, let's head back. Actually, I want to check how I sound. So, I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just gonna log out. Actually, there's no point. Like, it's not like Anne's hostile here. Even the, like, you know, beasts that have been abused beyond hope of recovery, have metal grafted onto their flesh, and have been given a taste for blood, are incredibly passive. I walked around to their, you know, feeding area, and it's all been fine. I've seen, you know, animals that have more, you know, I haven't. I was just gonna make it, you know, a smart-ass remark that's somewhat inaccurate. Well, it's very inaccurate, I should say. I speak inaccurately sometimes. I was gonna make a comment. You know, I've seen, you know, animals that are more food aggressive, like IRL, than here. That these are generally aggressive. But anyway, I'll talk to you soon, folks. BRB.